Hello. Hello, hello. What is up, my guys? Finished the main story bit. What main story bit? Jesus. The main story is very long, and it's not even finished yet. Anyways, we will be playing some Genshin Impact today. Off stream I did some. Let's get us switched already and start getting all this stuff looking pretty. Oh, we're verifying my file integrity. Let's maybe actually let's just swap back to the in case there's anything you shouldn't see. Oh. Right, that is. Oh, what was I doing? Ah, yes. Ah, yes, I see. Still verifying file integrity. Yes, so off camera, not on stream, I think I finished the Sumeru storyline, or at least I like somewhat finished it. I did the whole like Nahida meets Greater Lord Rukadavata and like banishes her to the abyss. No, she doesn't do that. She ends her and it's like really sad. I cried. I think I did the like little celebration toast thing, like the celebration party afterwards. I think I did that as well. I don't know how much more there is before I get to Fontaine. I don't think there's much, but I'm hoping I don't get quest locked as usual. I shouldn't, because I think I've met everyone in the game that I have to meet, so I shouldn't be quest locked. I know there's a couple of things that I'm quest locked for. Should be right. Bro, why is it verifying my file integrity? This is so bullshit. BS. Almost done. Yo, that's... Oh. Here we go. I'm actually so excited for Fontaine. As someone who most likely has thalassophobia, I am a little nervous. But I think Fontaine's all like well lit and stuff, so should be right. Genshin's not meant to be scary, so you shouldn't have any problems. Should be able to swap her over now. Go. Should work. I don't think it has worked, but we'll in now. So
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
yo, what's up? We're just trying to fix the things, making sure shiz is working the way it needs to be.
The Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
I think that's working.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself
Genshin
to appreciate
really
how
does
beautiful
not
it is.
enjoy when I say that. We'll just... that works. There we go. Much better. Let me know if any sound levels that need to be adjusted. Do the new recipes. Fruity duet. Fruity smoothie. Oh. Oh, what the? Not what I wanted. No way, it kicked me. That one. Go into the battle pass. One night battle. Put it on my night battle. No bullet. Ooh. Increases all party members' attack. Ooh. And a revive item? I think they made the food menus cleaner. Because this looks so much cleaner than it used to be, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, Guess we better get gaming. We can look at. Have a quick little sticky beak. We got this. We got the Kaya skin, looking sexy as always. And we got the new free character, Lynette. Apparently she's pretty decent. Not really, doesn't really fit in my team. I like her outfit. Her outfit's cute. Her hair is interesting. I didn't expect it to look like that, but... Oh yeah, we got C1 Layla as well. I don't really care for.
How about it if you wanna walk?
Okay. Because these ones are quest one. This one... I don't even know what it is. Something Act 1. This. I need to complete this quest in order to start. In order to do this. So we'll do. I don't even know who's. Oh, it's an Inna's character. Might be Azua? It looks like a little fan. Azua. So that doesn't really make sense. Who could it be? Looks like a little fan. Only other character I can think of is Ujo Sara, but cause she's a, well, it can't be her because she's a 4-star and 4-stars don't have these kinds of quests.
Hey,
It's my lucky day.
shake an hamster! Let the show begin.
Very high.
Yo, I just see 17k. That's oh. Of a crisp 17k.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
It has been a while.
So many things have happened. Yeah. So,
We're kind of just gonna skip through this
huh?
because don't care. Someone's coming.
Hey, what the heck was that for?
Oh,
Doesn't want to talk, huh?
did a full
Let's get
360
this
circle. Let's see, how much are my blooms doing? Ooh, there is a crisp 17k.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone.
At the very least, you should
Right,
make
I
sure
don't
you
have
got
a
the right
vision.
person before- No, wait. Even when you
Have you ever met
Still don't know
someone who carries
whose
a sword
character
just like
quest is.
you? That's none of your business.
I still think it's gonna be.
You don't look like you know anything anyway.
Azuma.
I'm wasting.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Well,
Could
one
it be
thing's for sure.
Elan? No, it can't be
Anyway,
Elan.
just what kind of a special
Huh?
connection? Anyway, the Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment.
I don't know. No, see, because that looks like Kazuha. Rangeless Road. Yeah, Kazuha. I was right. Oh. Yeah, I'm not running that. Okay, we'll do the Kazuha story quest, and then we can go talk to Nahida about our sister. And I think that might set us up for Fontaine. I know I'd have to do a little bit of quest cleanup.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive. Well, we took the small vessels into
whatever.
Rito on a routine
Just gonna
supply
grab
run.
something.
This time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. It's something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago,
There we
this
go.
would have been completely unimaginable.
Grab a little snacky poo.
Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
My leftover
All right.
chicken
I'll
cream
just stay
fish
here.
shapes.
Beyond trying to fend off the crowd.
Oh my god, stop. Stop saying rat bang. Please. No, I haven't thrown out the Domino's brownie yet. I'm not eating it, but it's just chilling. Tenryo Commission headquarters.
Oh, it's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogun.
Look, it's perishable,
Your
but it's
hard work
also
has secured for us
it'll be
the
right.
agreeable state of affairs that we now. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional, but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezh. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Considering Mr. Kaida, in the interest of preventing further harassment,
This is a true honor. However,
It's not
would I be
radioactive.
correct to
I can assure you that nothing could. With the Kaidahara clan, you will be able to lead a safe.
You're just rude.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great
Bro is
pride
poor.
in the name of Kaidahara
He's homeless.
and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors?
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the. Also, eyewitnesses saw.
What? But
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion.
This is just one of many similar rumors. But perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly support me.
This is precisely why I encourage.
I'm kind of
In fact,
confused.
let us put this
People
discussion
are
on hold.
talking about how he used two visions at once.
Well,
yikes! We knew.
I love Kazuha though. It's one of my
could such a dangerous
husbands.
individual be looking for? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family. based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedehara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Wait, who was a nutcase?
He sounds highly aggressive.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Oh, are we talking about my main husband,
I am
Skara?
very curious about this matter.
Because
And I will
I
first
know-
join the traveler in investigating
I think
the one
it's
who attacked him. Then give you a
Skara
conclusive
was
answer upon my
good
return.
friends with, I think it's
Very well.
Kazua's dad or his like
Please
older
do
brother. I don't remember which one it is, but it's like a family
Let's go
member
and
of
track down
Kazuha.
the aggressor.
Yo, we gonna see Skara again?
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town.
Little do they know I actually kind of beat him up. I beat up my husband.
Let's see what
I feel bad about that, but he needed to get off his gang shit. He needed a little push in the right direction to get out of his silly era. Hello, good sir.
Hey there. We'd like to. Do you know if anyone around?
Aha! So,
You are too kind.
oh, you were Mr. Kaedehara's. To be honest with you, some of them were off.
Millie?
Please, accept my...
Of course.
And Kazuo's dad,
Sorry.
brother's dead as
But I
well.
wouldn't-
Then let's... The Tenryou.
Killed by
It's true that
the
if anyone
shogun.
had been-
Uh-oh. Looks like the
I still find few people possess your proud... I am well... it
Because
would
he
cause me
went
grief for the
against
poor.
her
Don't worry.
It seems
during
you are
the
every bit.
You flatter
vision hunt decree,
Let me tell you.
me. Sure.
All right then. One of them is a.
I believe.
Nova.
Right. Two grown men. I recalled this.
Understood. Though it's...
Sure. Can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the.
Thank you, Ryuji.
Sounds good.
Even blacksmith. It is. I hear him.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara.
You two know each.
Yes. The Kaedehara after I returned to Ina's... let me... The techniques of blade... Unfortunately, a series of events...
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. As an example, there is nothing mystical to our. As for the art of the Kaede.
That's right. For only a blade thus...
Indeed, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin.
You overestimate. But let's get back up. We hope to assist with the...
Ah, yes. He didn't say a word, but I've done what I can.
We heard that there.
Yes. On the. I believe he went to collect the. Yes. Straight. If I had to guess, he's never been He is extraordinary.
Truth be told, based on the evidence we have gathered so far...
What? He is humble and. Yes. But I also cannot know what course of action. Anyway, should you.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon just.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit to the...
The Taste of Home quest. That was my bloody commission. Guess I'll go do one of my commissions. And I can go talk to Mans again. Like, the conversation that we're about to have never happened. Hey, Catherine. Oh, it's a woman. More meat is easier. I think I have some more meat in the bag. I guess I don't. Huh. To go to the cookery. Some more meat. Hey, yo, that is not what I clicked on. Oh. You can tell bro is from Leeway. He's a joy. I could have given her the gulag. I think that's the chilled meat. Oh, freaking oh. My god, thank you for the primos. Thank you for the 10 primos. Not even in the same location. Hey, yo. Tito, what are you doing? Wait, why is bro so far? Oh, wait, that's my commission. Here. Bro, I bet she's in the same position. Oh. Or at least close to it. Just like right here. Bro changed her outfit.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with...
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new with this in mind.
For example...
He'd always get so animated when he was showing that everything was fine.
Uh-oh.
He lost his sense of... Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even. I'm happy he has a hobby, and the last day that
Whoa!
And that led to.
Actually, it didn't. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening. After I said those words, his voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the. Had I not indulged. And the next thing I heard was.
I see. Amin Omayuya.
At first, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. I don't know. He just did. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that I'll. Even though I'm still. As long as he's willing to.
Please don't get upset. If collecting things, but the information we gather.
A little confused.
Let's try a change of scenery. Rest assured, we'll.
Thank you so much.
Bro literally just said, let's try to change the scenery to have a conversation.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the fire at the warehouse. Do you have any thoughts?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while.
Right. I very much agree with you. Working off what we know so far, the chances are that one fact, Mr. Nagato, the more I ponder it, the more right. Although Amenoma Yuya lacks a key.
Darn! We thought we could get.
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse.
The warehouse.
Wait, I hear something,
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around...
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma, the remnants of the Tatarigami. Indeed, but this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach...
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here.
I don't even know what the freaking Tatarigami is.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time. From what I've been told, that most what Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. Step back. I'll open the door and if we don't open this door, we can move no... You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater...
Oh, I'm literally falling this.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a... All we can do now is two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around.
Bro, I love him, but also... I love Kazuha, but also, like... These characters, man, they need to learn when to shut up.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance. Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really
I
strangely.
want to beat them up.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Oh,
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff. What is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look. According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight.
So,
He was not only mortal, whatever traces there may have been. Yes, right. If Amenoma Yuya is it,
right. So let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he too fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of all the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only
Wait.
I believe so. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now.
Why here?
I'm not sure. Show yourself!
Kaede Harakazua. It's you, at last.
What's your
Indeed, there should. But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it. Whoa!
Tatarigami, the blade, has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, or rather, as a means to occupy.
You many years as a descendant.
I presume it.
Indeed, he was a blade, and sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon, in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single...
So,
The people of the time in which I was born. After the death, I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
Tell me, what?
My hosts? Who cared when they got tired?
you're...
After I returned at long last. Kaede Harak now.
Everyone hold hands. Think you can bully me?
I don't even need Kazuha for this battle. Bro, what are you doing? Get over here.
Shaking and stick.
There we go. Now he's... What is bro up to?
Oh, no! Got me that time. Oh, got me that time. I'll protect us. Oh, I see everything.
Get ready, we'll use him.
The wind knows me.
Rewrite history. Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your bluff's fooling no...
Lost. I can never lose. It is this. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not. He is but a puppet that can be replaced.
He'll be the one who
Result is
knocks.
the same. I will end. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available,
Your fighting style. But from your movements, I sense only hatred.
Really? You can.
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts. If you ask me,
Are you trying to... On his deathbed, he passed in that regard.
because all of that, I've been wondering, now that I've seen inside, after all,
Oh,
only when Miss... Well, you were determined. I think you real, but the way
What would you know about any of this?
you returned, even if you were to sever that divine light. Sure, you and how could you?
Silence! I will
And you should.
Easy for you. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way.
How I do not believe.
Very well. Once we have dealt...
And as for your end of.
don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to the cursed blade, the power of the Tatar. Even if things. We have a chance here to save an.
Your disdain for me betrays your... Now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little. It's all right. So far, that I will.
What should we do?
We find some. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if he wants to avoid.
Wait a minute. Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned. What about.
The blade says he'll let Aminome Yuya trail us silently.
Are we sure? Okay, fine. Go, Barbara, go! Huh? Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go!
Ooh, pretty.
Leave everything on this journey to me. The wind knows me. Let's get down to business. My blade! One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
anything else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going. Time to go.
You're right, Cosmo, that is very silly of the sword.
Let's get down to business. Time to go. The wind knows me. Boom! It's my lucky day. Light blade! Wind strider! Clouds high. The birds call! Finally,
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense he cannot hold out.
But
I will be careful, but he's... Into the wind. Not bad. As one with wind and cloud.
Bro.
that was such a...
My apology.
Are you okay?
Yes.
The Sheen's grown
Perhaps this time?
true form? What are you... Is this the same blade as before?
If you choose to get... Maybe you did. It barely needs stating anymore. Your end. I finally figured you wanted to reach, but regrettably, the only one who...
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming? Yup! We...
Don't worry. I'll eat. It's just...
It's my lucky day.
It's fine. Time to go. One with nature.
Will do!
The wind knows me.
Cut down. Like this.
You fought way better with...
You are a true kite. No one knew. I thought that if...
But in this too,
Indeed. Too much time. Yours.
actually, forging this blade had skill. There is something else I'm to Tarigami. Though you tried to... I resisted. I feel a great sense. The moment you embark, you have known.
He gave... How could I... I said to...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now had... When I touched a bladesmith, a newly forged blade lay by.
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest. He felt it, so he all he wants.
So that would...
Right. This blade. Yes. Time would not. He seems.
I once told, but darkness. Not only did I...
You are finally seeing.
Since we agreed, but I still... So...
Hey!
It has to be my physical...
His attitude... What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have my fights with you.
Oh,
I will release... You must have...
understood.
I see. I utterly If a duel can... I do not wish...
There's no...
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move more Ronin. In any case,
Bro. Thinking about how long I've been playing this game for. Like, how long I've been playing Genshin Impact for. Oh no, wait, I wanted to.
Go, Barbara, go!
To get the Sakura medals for my Ayaka when I inevitably build her. I think Bo will disappear before I reach it. Ah, just barely. Okay. Hopefully this should be like the last couple parts.
Go, Barbara, go!
Because the requirements is I need to complete Act 1.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption,
Literally
are you ready?
right next to you.
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
One with nature. Into the wind. Fine. The wind knows me. That hurts! Time to go.
Thank you for, although his sense of...
You also fought with... There are a few things...
I must apologize.
You need not seek. It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I strayed. I beseech you.
Yes.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want?
I'm not sure.
Blacksmith, okay. I'm hoping that... No, I feel like we'll go to the blacksmith and then we'll go somewhere else, have a chat with Kazuha, and then maybe that'll be the end. Usually they like to ramp these up with like a one-on-one chat with the traveler.
It's Yuya!
I am sorry to have troubled.
A prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, but I have some...
Really?
Yes. Badly, and now that Yuya is...
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade what?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No!
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided. Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin.
What is bro about to do? He's gonna,
My power is almost spent.
I don't know,
Without
kill
him, my
himself?
eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean?
Yes.
Yup.
The cost is my entire consciousness.
He's killing himself. Yo, am I gonna get a sick ass sword from
There's
this?
nothing that I can accomplish now.
I would like a sick ass
There's still a
sword.
chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable
I'll put the sword
resource
on my
for Resistance.
Kazuha.
Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why
I knew we would go off somewhere by ourselves to have a little chitty chat.
Surube Ishin.
Bro.
It was the first. It seems like deep only in the final.
seems like he
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistake. I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. Hearing his wish to your quest to face the god after everything
Oh,
I will continue to support.
wait!
Oh, you're right. And it's also time.
Ooh. One or two more things. Wait, give the sword back. Oh no, he's given a response. I want the sword. Can I have it?
You've returned. The Tenryou Commission
I
has
wanna put
already
it on my
attended to the danger
Kazuha.
in the warehouse.
Wow, you sure can.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaedehara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also and so, the Kaedehara clan has, were I to accept your goodwill, I may find,
You misunderstood.
I am aware.
Very well. However,
Great.
Where will you
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Does the wind perhaps take you to Fontaine?
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with
I
Maria.
did get the
I know it's ready to ask
sword.
you a million more.
Let's go. Where is he? Azula. Weapon. No more dull blade for you. Need that brand spanking new weapon. Oh. Attack percent. Kinda shy. I think. The sword looks great with him as well. I'm actually not upset. Not upset. What am I doing? J. This one. Big 8. Oh right, I haven't claimed my adventure rank rewards yet. Gotta do that. We'll have a little walkie war. We'll go say hello to Catherine, and then we'll go over to the trust, the trust rank area, and go see Nahida. I'm interested to see what she has to say about my sister. Working.
Wait, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your sister, whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
I agree, Paimon.
Astra Abyssa.
So, gotta do a little bit of housekeeping. Ooh, we're gonna have new expedition area as well.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the
Yo! Oh, that's amazing. I get one acquaint feint for reaching AR 50. Do my pull right now. Let's do a pull. Do a cheeky little pull. Baby. How many? I think it's like, yeah, 21. We're saving up. Speaking of, I need to do the survey right now, but at some point. Sky, how's my reputation? Press. And I'm gonna teleport to this because it's like far. Well, it's not that far. It's just way farther than I care. Than I
Come
Sure.
on, seriously.
Well, if it's facts.
Yeah, I want to write.
Yes, you came.
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way. I mean, is it just Paimon, or is it kind of unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Great, let's go find.
Is that? Yeah. I thought I was going to talk to freaking Nahida.
Alright, I get. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh.
A traveler, that is
you're the
me.
traveler.
Hey, what's with that face? Don't.
No. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of. Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal.
Actually,
My teacher choked.
If you don't mind.
Hold on, Sawada.
Well, fair point.
Let me give you. But in the end, apart from the.
That's right.
so first the.
Yes, my thoughts.
Stop, Chef!
This part's it just so even back then.
Wait, so there are two missing?
That's right.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened
I
to the
see.
Kaidahara clan,
That's
leading
why
to their
they
downfall.
made me
I
do
don't know
the
the
Kazuha
details,
quest,
but taking
because they
note of
didn't want to
everything else going on around
spoil
that time, it makes you wonder whether
this
Kaidahara
small
clan.
little thing about Kazuha.
You left out the biggest.
Oh, yes! Okay.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human.
A puppet?
Aha!
No!
I agree.
Oh, and
Crazy.
please read. Sawada, oh!
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, besides.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board.
We have some other stuff to.
Alright.
Why do you get fucking side quests? Side quested.
Hey, so that thing they were. Okay, then after all, if you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many.
My boy!
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by over there.
My boy! Come back! My boy!
No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Oh my god, am I finally gonna get to change Skara's name to Hat Guy? My boy, come back. Ah, my boy! Look at him.
Traveler, Paimon, there you Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or?
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
I love him.
That escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But I'm not worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer...
They better have kicked out fucking Childs then.
But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
My boy!
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear. Don't you?
No! Join forces! I
So
love
I guess
you.
you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
He's so
We'll keep
sexy.
in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
For me?
Yes.
Because I'm in love with
As
him?
I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul. Oh yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that? Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
Ugh. Reconnecting my neck pillow. Ugh.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him! I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go
I
in the
agree,
future depends
Nahida.
on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea.
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could, of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
We're gonna remove we're gonna remove Skara from existence so that he can become Hat Guy. Oh, it's so pretty.
Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Oh my god! You call my eyes pretty.
You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
I'm ready.
Ugh, the snark of
Shut
this
up,
guy
Paimon.
is unbearable.
We can start.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Paimon, you actually make me want to die. Paimon needs to stop talking and leave my husband alone.
So this is the inside of Irminsul. Ooh, Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we
you did go running off in here, what would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Guess stick close.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth.
Oh my god, shut up, Paimon.
Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Oh, why'd you have to invite Paimon to?
We can talk to each other inside our heads?
I don't want her in my head.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Aww.
Paimon's never tried this before.
He is so cute.
So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive as always. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladier into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
Oh!
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation. Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So...
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so?
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued
This
Inazuma.
is someone in
As for the
Kazua's
forging
family
industry
line,
of crystal
right?
marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to
Man
find their
looks
purpose between steel and
familiar.
blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you... Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants.
You flatter me. From...
So you say, Escher.
Escher.
Is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now,
I do kind of want to know the storyline.
Is taking the golden
This-
feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun.
Like
This
this,
is our last hope.
this stuff is at
That
least
doesn't
somewhat
faze you, does it,
interesting.
Asher?
Because I have a feeling it has to do with Skara.
Otherwise, why would you
And
still be
Kazuha,
standing there
I
with that
guess.
smile on your face?
I'm
He's
just
evil,
surprised that you
right?
finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite...
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine.
Oh.
Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
From Fontaine. That's why he looks familiar. He looks like the few characters we've seen.
Sadly, I am so very attached
Fontaine.
to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to... I'm in charge here. And I'm
Judging from the look in your eyes...
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has... I just want to know what you're still doing here.
Oh.
What's left? Don't you...
Honestly,
I knew that knife would... I knew that knife meant something.
A moment like this.
I was gonna point that out before. Like, why does bro have such a comically large knife on his back?
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguise myself exception. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
If you kill me...
Who is he?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may
The doctor.
not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out.
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
I knew he was the doctor. I'm just too good.
The Fatui? Who?
I knew he
Just
was
to create a
the doctor.
minor inconvenience for your
Doctor.
nation.
Doctor.
That's it.
No, you're all good.
Why
I
you
also got work in the morning.
Gave us your cursed technology.
I'll probably finish the
Look
story
how
quest.
Even the
and
righteous soul is filled with venom when
finish
faced
the
with
stream.
its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe, and it is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Poor Skara.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us.
As if the doctor would ever fucking do that.
To prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost think of me as a monster or a demon. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens.
Eesh, I know, right? Yo, guess what? I mean, welcome. Oh,
Jester, I
he's
have
sexy
completed the
again.
task you gave me, creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings.
Jester.
What fun it was.
Jester.
I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not...
Look, I also hate him, but just because I hate him doesn't mean he's not sexy.
Dottore. Dottore!
to but why do we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Oh my god.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
I agree.
Paimon's still confused about the
Look, I agree bad action equal ugly, but also if I just pretend like he never did anything, he kinda sexy.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the kabuki mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
Bro, I hate the doctor.
That memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer.
I don't care about Cole. I don't like that he traumatized my husband.
And absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on
I know they're definitely gonna make a character that I really love, and it's gonna be a bow character. I already love Linne. He's so cute and sexy, and he's just like a little twink, and I love him.
Yes.
He's a silly little bow character.
Can you choose a new path forward?
Oh. Dotori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
It's okay, Pookie. Pookie, it's okay. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm just waiting. Yeah. A while later.
Shall we see how he's doing?
Oh, I already walked up to him. Yes.
Hey.
My boy.
That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we
Yes.
have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your
Yes. You're not my friend though, you're my husband.
friend. It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Tevat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh?
Sexy.
About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this.
Oh.
Did you get all that?
My sexy
Lesser Lord
boy.
Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me. Give me your hand.
Oh! He's so sexy.
Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past? Done.
Huh? What the? What happened?
I don't like Paimon. I don't think Paimon should be here. She's completely unnecessary and a bother. I want to spend time with my husband without Paimon for once.
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Paimon slander? I don't care. I want to be with my husband.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we... Oh no, he's really gone!
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now?
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out!
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve...
Where the heck did he go? It's all our...
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul.
Little man, my boy. Can't wait for him to be hat guy.
We're out! And we're at
Ooh, yummy.
inn or something?
I say that, but I would never
This is an
eat that.
emergency.
I'm sure it's
I have
yummy
to
though.
ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help.
An emergency?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something... He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened... It's like... Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So... why does... Oh, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Sorry, Paimon accidentally... but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable! Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's had it with that little brat! He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him! There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too? There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
Actually,
Seems
I feel like
now there's nothing
ravioli.
left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. So, how about... Alright, Paimon will start. Andrean chili chicken! Also, Adeptus...
I don't really care about what Paimon has to say. If I'm being completely honest.
What Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember which... Is that a food too? Huh.
Oh, he did it.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon... So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something. Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but...
Are we going all the way back to the
everything
inn?
okay? You're acting like this...
This is probably another reason why we had to do the Kazuha thing. Kazuha quest. The Kazuha story quest. I bet we're gonna go see Kazuha right now.
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. The once renowned Raiden Go, the art of forge most of the great, but fortunately, if my memory serves me.
Oh yeah, we learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
That, in fact, he told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunin, it was right that I should know there is no harm in telling you the Raiden Gokunin were the targets of a murderous rampage.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith, Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting, knowing that they had just one the smith's death. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his trap. Powerless. Alas. If only the story could have ended
His
there.
family's backstory.
Finally, he made a drastic
His
in
fucking
his
daddy.
But when he that is why
Or not his daddy, his great granddaddy.
Kazuha?
Phew, he still exists.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. On to the next step.
Back to... Yeah, sure. Bro, this would have taken us so long just to confirm that... Yeah, whatever.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Has been a while.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss...
Are they out?
The Commissioner is out on business.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone...
We'll be heading
Hmm? Hello, dears. Of course, what would you like to know? Oh, there. As for the...
So pretty.
Very...
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome.
You're very...
Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many...
Alright, goodbye for now. We're great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves at...
All right, then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep.
Very well.
Oh. Xavier is busy? Bro. Xavier needs to get his freaking shit together. Katara Tails priority investigation. Yeah, this is the second side quest I've had to do. It's not too bad. I'm assuming I just have... I'm assuming this is quite a short one. It's long. It is very frustrating. What do you mean? Join your world to complete? Place of beacon. Seems simple enough. Beat the last bit.
I see everything.
Oh, bro, I got absolutely jumped. Hold up.
Everyone hold hands.
Well,
Oh, yo. Oh, cool, my G's. Where are you?
I see through you.
And I'm so sorry. Where are you?
Looks like I went too far.
Oh, bitches wanna be like me, I guess.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Bro.
Mirror images.
I'm all struggling since because of the. I hate these fucking bitches. Oh yeah, did I tell you that I hit 17k bloom earlier?
Look at it sparkle.
All right. Does this beacon need to be placed higher?
Go, Barbara, go! Right. I see everything. I'll protect us.
Give me your loot. Bro didn't even give me loot.
Think you can bully me?
Right.
Bro.
Things are going so. Everyone hold hands. Earlier. Scratch. Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it. I see everything. Let's dance. Go, Barbara, go! Everyone hold hands.
Haha. Back to. This doesn't seem too hard. Yeah, they're only level 80 because I haven't done the world ascension, the next world ascension domain yet because I don't wanna. I will do it soon, but I just don't want it yet. At least not until I get to Fontaine. wasn't too hard. Don't know what you're yapping on about.
Well, here we
Are you talking about
What are
this quest,
for?
the Sumeru?
Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me?
Xavier, what are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm
Oh,
in this
that was
specific
one part.
area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
Yeah, no, I didn't need to do the full quest. I just needed to do the part that he's in. He was
Certainly do. I've
super
researched the furnace
involved
here
in, so that I
depth.
can continue this
If
one.
there's anything you want to know, just like the back. Not only that, but I've met people. I'm told that its history is one.
A couple?
One was just. They say he.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask?
Oh, I didn't realize you two.
Me neither.
What brought this on? Did you? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki? I do know the word, but sadly, Of course. Oh, you're farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking. Sure, keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter. Hey, all right.
Oh, okay. Oh, my entire body hurts. In pain. My ribs hurt, my spine hurts, my arms hurt. I live in Spain, but without the S. In Spain, the
Hey,
S
it's them.
silent. What's this guys?
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed, we
have time.
It's the same time.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh?
I presume you'll want to read.
Well,
I think,
what do you think?
if anything, she's the delusional one, not me. Also, of course she helps me because she's a loner and has no one else to be with.
Well, well. Ugh.
This new information.
Yes, okay.
She's got bloody attachment
so
attachment
sorry. Look at us.
issues.
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop.
Will do.
Nahida.
Nahida, we're here! Traveler, Paimon. Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Ina's.
The balladeer? You look troubled. Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
That's Rasuna, the balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. You're such an enigma, enjoying Paimon. With no trust for humans, the only loathing of the god, and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years. As he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with the Gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal. No, knowing now that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story.
It's quite a story.
So, this puppet
She is
known
kind
as
of the
the
home
Balladeer
dog,
erased himself from Irminsul.
but she does get on my nerves.
How was he even able to do that? As the Traveler said, nevertheless, it does. So, you believe this person? Yes. The Traveler comes from a world, so if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it. Paimon's having a hard time. I can only make inferences.
That guy.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, he couldn't keep hating humans after that. The story makes sense. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left. Yeah, it does make it just feels so hopeless. Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one.
Oh.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us. What is it? A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look. Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it? I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy... When combined with the Traveler's narrative... Hold on. So this... Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. That's incredible! And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates, but if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, Clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be
Yes, I
sacrificed.
do notice how he is portrayed as the monster.
Quench the flames and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together. But the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good.
So this is where Cat Skara comes from.
Never again would
I
it
always
cherish a single
wondered
creature, nor a
where
single
that
blade of
came
grass that stood on
from.
that mountain.
He should die in a hole, I think. I think he should be a little silly and flip off a cliff.
Teeth at the moon. How
I
it wished
agree.
to swallow
I
the moon
agree.
and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
I didn't know this is where Cat Scaramouche came from.
We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the balladeer story. It is his very own memories. To become a god, this memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Creating a deity was just I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story, so
It's hard to believe that this person really existed. Paimon has no memory of the
balladeer.
No, he's like, I just know he's about to like show up and be like, ayo.
We still don't know how the change to Ermin Soul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend.
You're all good, dude. I'll probably be finishing this
When you
soon.
give someone the truth,
Once
you give them
this
a
quest
chance to others
finishes,
looking on. This may
probably
never
I'll
forget
be
that even
hopping
when we
off.
walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, and that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right.
Good idea. Paimon.
You got it. Come on. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that.
I can link you to the VOD channel. It is literally just Fake Rat King VODs. It's at the top of the screen. You're invested in the reaction? The reaction to what? I already know what's gonna happen. I already know bro is gonna show up and feel silly. Or am I actually gonna see Skara as a cat? Is he gonna be a little kitty cat? Little putty cat? I think that'd be a little silly. Reaction to the story, of course. What story? I didn't know this game had a story. Bro. I'm not at the Grand Bazaar yet. It's so far down. Structure is too tall. Not just the sumo, but others as well. Yeah. I think I'm gonna be proper focusing on Fontaine. Like, I haven't really focused on the storyline beforehand, but I really want to focus on the storyline now.
We're here! What you
You're all
need
good.
first?
Bye bye.
Are you gonna answer or what?
Thanks for tuning in.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out.
See ya.
Get some. What is it? Have you figured it out? Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with
Oh
the
my god.
Here.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last two fresh... Look, if you're gonna...
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Then leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you don't want money.
That's right. We can talk more about that later. First...
Hey! What do we do now? Okay, stay out of sight.
Okay. Where'd he go? Way.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Isn't that a bit too cruel? Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He's following us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
a puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you d-
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm. And he let me take shelter in his cart.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come.
Then let's return to the city.
Oh, he's so cute. He's just a little sweetheart. Wrong way. There we go.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? But look, imagine you were me for a... But anyway, taking you in didn't put me...
But I don't... No. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Don't mention it.
Thank you. All right, done.
Boy. He's just a baby. Hello, Nahida?
Nahida! Nahida! What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you are trekking across Tevat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a... But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden path.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it's...
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the...
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my... Oh, okay. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect. A cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything! What a weird situation!
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that—
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to—
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to—
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might—
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, good point. Given your,
Understood.
Thank you. Now,
Wait.
prepare yourselves, everyone.
Oh, Paimon's totally coming with us. Bruh. So pretty. I wanna just go with my husband. Paimon doesn't need to come with.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information. These memories will show you the raw—
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to one.
All right.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion.
Is that because this is...
You could say that.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe— No, there's no way. There's someone— You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi, deputy,
and the rest is history.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed.
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. As the second, but
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. After leaving Tataris—
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped—
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory.
Let's keep going.
Back to the room, I guess. Or not. Never mind.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you
The
are
Jester
is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Hey, yo, bro.
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast? Use this first.
Well met. Put your back into it.
Think you can bully me?
You can't run.
Can't handle your drink. Oh.
Went too far.
There you go. Oh, this is where we first met
is
him.
dark.
Paimon knows this place.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me?
What do you? Perhaps you.
Signora!
Funny how
What is
negotiating never
she
seems to
doing
be your
here?
strong suit. For the task ahead.
I mean, I know what she's
suggest
doing
you
here.
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so.
Surely.
I just can't have you.
I merely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are. Look at you. Oh, bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue?
The plot doesn't.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Let's dance. I'll protect us.
So soon.
Look at me.
Can't run from death.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Oh. We literally just did this.
Considering that Immortus.
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem
The biologic.
Nothing worse than what.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you,
That was graceful.
I suggest.
The doctor again?
That person? gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal. Let's move up.
You're a god.
If you accept that he is...
In your eyes,
Do you think there are any... Whoever has to...
I've seen enough of my past. No matter the consequences, I won't... Can you return my memory?
Huh?
I've always believed that as a puppet living...
Regaining your mem... Are you sure?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since but then I met you. And I find... I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, so I beg you.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will... You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled. This is my...
Is he alright?
What? Bro. Bruh. Better not have to fight this bitch again. No, not the boy. Yes. Shut up, Paimon. He's going through stuff.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Oh, honey. And he gets a vision.
Die.
That's how he gets his
This is trying my
vision.
patience. Have you got any more stupid questions? Quit following me. At my command, you shall fall. Quit following me. Behold. Unsightly insects. My endless cycle begins. You're dead. Squall and Fury. Insignificant pest!
I love him so much.
Imbecile!
Imbecile! Get out of my sight!
Disappeared.
What did you expect? I'd never lose.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on.
Can I name him Hat Guy now?
Welcome back, traveler. You don't like me?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything, I'm not planning on
So, you're quitting the Fatui?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanal.
But that doesn't mean.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing what you were looking for, is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your—
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've—
Even if I'm completely worthless, Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul.
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information now.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my— But before that, I wanted to tell you the—
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's what—
Utility to others is what gives— Oh, right. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul, what exactly— I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, so that's how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. Borrowing and returning are the only real relation—
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be— I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose—
But humans can't live without a heart, can they?
Bro, I'm still not even
Anyway.
in Fontaine.
You understand what pain is perfectly
almost
well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty—
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Now let me name you Hat Guy.
Why?
Because
Then I hope we—
A name is life's for— The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a—
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious—
Have you— Are you sure? Oh, alright. If you say so.
No, and I wanted to name him this ever since day one.
What about a nickname? Take your time. I don't. Everyone who manipulated me.
You mean
the doctor.
now that you're still?
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, I don't plan to leave, even though the events.
I see. Huh?
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been. Alright, goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone. What he went through today. Yeah, true. But even so, we can finally thank you both.
Oh.
I've got it! I can end my novel with.
You mean because.
Yeah! I heard the dark then won all these life.
That guy. Oh. Almost. I think we will probably end off there tonight. I do need to go to bed. I know. Oh. Game 7. Okay. That's all we'll do for today. And on that note, I think that we will end the stream for tuning in, and hopefully next time we will actually get to Fontaine.